Warning, this is not an unboxing video, but there will be boxes. So if you have seen any my paints with me video with my sister, I used up my last of my small canvases, so I had to go to the dollar store to look for more. And I bought a bunch of stuff. But that's not what we're going to do today. Instead, on my way to the dollar store, I had this idea of buying boxes for my inks, because I need a, if you see in any of my unboxing videos, I bought a lot of inks. And that's not even finished yet. There we go. So instead of buying a box for my inks, I decided instead to paint and decorate these boxes so I could sort and have a place to put my inks in. And I was hoping you will come along on this journey with me and paint with me as I decorate or draw with me as I decorate my boxes for my inks. Let's do this. Okay, so first thing first, I had to go and look through to check each box to see what labels they have and what tape they have, and remove them to the best of my abilities. And the ones that was hardest to move, I used a damp cloth to remove it. And as you just saw, very quick and very briefly, I painted one of the boxes, a small one, off camera. It is then that when I realized that I do not want to do all the boxes. So I just did the big one, which had a big blick across it, and the small one, which also had a lot of fonts all over it. But anyhow, unlike the first box, which I just splattered the paint all, not splattered. I didn't plan it out. I had a pattern in my mind, and I just tried to put that pattern everywhere and across the box until you don't see anything of the box. This time I planned it through a little bit more. My approach was to actually sketch out something, and I had no idea what I wanted to sketch out or draw. It was also very difficult to sketch out, so excuse me and I'm sorry, I apologize that you couldn't see. I ended up drawing, okay, I knew I wanted to do a face, so I drew a face. I also knew I wanted hearts, but I did hearts on the other one, so I didn't want to repeat. So I did a mixed match of hearts and flowers. Heart flowers. So I did that pattern throughout the on the box. I only did it on two sides instead of doing all four. Again, I wasn't sure of how much or how thorough I want to be, so I just did it to the two sides. And I didn't white out the box, by the way, which would probably be easier to cover up. I didn't paint gesso or white paint across. I just painted on. I just did a sketch right on top of the box. Yeah. Didn't know why I do that, but yeah, that's what I did. And I think I finished it. Just on the other side, well, it has a girl face, it was just flowers and heart flowers. Yeah. Okay, so the paints I'll be using are ones I used for the previous box. Well, two of the paints I'll be using for the previous box. Paints I bought recently but I haven't used, so I want to try out the color, although it's better on paper, but I'm trying it on here. Paint I got from the dollar store. And these are old paints I want to test out, see how well they still work and good they are. Okay. So I don't know if I said this before. If I did, I'm sorry for sounding like a broken record. Pronunciation. It's another word for it. I think it's acute articulation. I am sorry. I am not good with English. It is not my friend. Though it is my first language, it is not my friend. So anyway, I decided to go with my favorite color, purple, but the purple is very dark. Oh wait, I said I was going to sound like a broken record. Yes, one of my paints that I received, that I had, was completely dry. And I didn't realize why it was dry until much later, where I found a big hole on top of the paint tube. Yeah, so, but the rest of my paints didn't have that problem, so all in all, the rest of the one was pretty good. But This is this one, and also I choose this one because it will probably, since I didn't paint my box white, and I really wanted to cover that blick word, so you don't see it. If I ever bring this box out in the video, you won't see the word blick across on my video. Subconsciously trying to tell you something. I was trying to cover it as much as possible with the most opaque paint I had, which was purple, which was the ones in the tube, the big, thick tubes and paints. Excuse me. I was drinking something. So, but the purple was very dark, so I blended with the green, and then it gave me this, the anime called Zombieland Saga vibe. If you know this anime, if you know the anime, you probably know the character I'm talking about. Saki. She's very Yankee, and I love her. So yeah, it kind of gave me that vibe, but she's blonde, but she also had green streaks in her hair. So yeah, but I like it. And then also, since her hair was so dark, the green didn't help much. It lightened up, but not very much. The purple was still very, very dark. So to lighten up, I was using, what's that color? I think it's yellow. It's a type of yellow. Yes, it is. It is a type of yellow, which was also very opaque, and I used a little bit of the purple that was left on the... Wow, I was so lazy, I couldn't even take out my palette. I was using garbage, basically, from the unboxing. I just used the plastic from the unboxing. Very lazy, wow. If this doesn't have name brands all over it, this video, and it's not sponsored, by the way. But yeah, so also adding purple to her eyes, and that looks so creepy from here. Maybe that's just me, but I like it. But anyhow, adding purple and stuff, and whatever colors I use, I put it to the side so I don't repeat the same colors over and over again. This time I'm using, what am I using? I don't know what I'm using. I mean, I saw the paint, but it went by so fast. I can't tell you. So, you will probably know more than me if you stole down the video, but I didn't steal the video. But anyhow, I think I'm just adding things to her eyes. So, whatever the color is adding it to her eyes. That's all. I don't think I repeat this paint either after this. But the shape in the face was coming out pretty nicely. There is no outline, so I try to use much of the purple to make shade in her face. I did not use white to use highlights either, by the way. Just throw people. I threw people. I threw paint, purple paint as a shade. There you go. See, I got through it. So yeah, then that looks so nice. I think it was black. Yes, I probably used black. So now adding nice bright red for her lips. I think I use this red once and then put it aside, or I use it a few more times in the hearts, because that's the only other place I could add it was on the hearts. And that Azalean red was so dark, but it's so pretty if you put using it on something else. And I use it for a shade on her lips. I could tell it's Azalean red because it's red and it's dark. Aren't I smart? But anyhow, yeah. So moving on to the backdrops of it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this in another video, the dollar store video, but yes. Dollar store white paint, specifically cheap white paint, sucks. It is not very thick and it's not very opaque, so you have to layer on that white super thick just to get a nice good white drop onto your painting or onto your piece, whatever it is, whether it be on a box, on a canvas, or whatever. You really have to layer on that white because that white does nothing, absolutely nothing for you. So that hurt my throat. I didn't like using the white too much. I use it a few more times here and there, but I don't like using that white, specifically that white, too much. I also use the rest of the colors, which was more the Azalean red, which is, as I said, I only use it as a shade, so putting it in a few other places, but it was very dark, so I didn't want to put it too much. Oh my gosh, language. Okay. I don't want to put it too much areas, as well as another color that I didn't use much, which I think is the blue. But anyhow, but I decided to use more of the pastel colors, more in the background, and areas where I didn't have to worry about covering up something too much, i.e. the logos. So yeah, and I really like the blue and the aqua blue, or is it aqua green? I don't know. But anyhow, those are my two favorite colors. Those are very cute and bright and pastely. I also bought pink just in case when I at the time. Nothing about it. I don't know if I'm gonna use that color too much. I was never a big fan of pink. I prefer light purple. Then I prefer purple altogether, honestly. That's my favorite color. I also like the cream. Not cream, vanilla. I was very surprised by the vanilla color. I was expecting something warm and white, but it was like a hint of yellow, so it gave you that warmth. Like that, I don't know what I'm doing. that kind of feeling, and it's just nice, a nice pop color. Again, that hateful white. I try to add it in as much as possible on the other side. I'm not, that white is not doing it for me. But I needed more colors in the back because I was like a clutter of flowers and hearts, and I needed more colors on that side. So I did decide to use the hateful whites. As I said, you gotta lay it on thick. But anyway, but the other colors looks very pretty, and it made a very nice and pretty box for the hearts and the flowers and the heart flowers. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I think that's it for this. So yeah, as I said, I didn't do the other two sides, but if I'm putting in a video, I'm just going to show those two sides anyway. I was thinking of that maybe I should have covered it more with more paint, but I decided to leave it as is, and I think it is very pretty. So if you like, please like this video. What I did. If you like what I did, also feel free to share or support me on Patreon. Much appreciated. If you got through this, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. And yeah, bye.